Curdy from Comico Games. This is our first video that we're gonna be talking about our upcoming digital collectible card game called ScreenPlay. So this is the first video as, you know, developers. We're not used to putting a face in public. We like to be busy behind the machines making a game that we like, but it's always nice to have the opportunity to tell you what we've been making, why we've been making it, why we think you should check it out, and why you should, you know, play this game. So yeah, quite excited. So card game lovers, digital CCG fans, check it out on Steam. It's already available for play test, so you can sign it up and you'll get access immediately and you can play it. So yeah, what is ScreenPlay? ScreenPlay is it's a digital CCG, digital collectible card game, and the core concept is it's a exaggerated fictional movie making universe where you as a movie director are competing with another movie director to build your kind of movie. So, you know, you want to make a horror movie and the other guy wants to make a drama movie, so you're gonna try to steer the movie in your direction. To win the game, it's a very interesting setup where the win condition is to max out the narrative, let's put it this way, to finish the narrative arc of a lead character, and to 2 lead characters, when you max them out, you win the game. Now, in a good way to look at it would be like the lead character, or say protagonist of the movie, gets what they wanted when they achieve it, and this is represented in narrative points like stars, and if you get the whole amount that they need, then they have reached their, let's say, climax in the movie. They have accomplished it, and the game will show that with a cool, unique animation that you know that your lead has made it. And you have to do 2 leads because you know, you could have a protagonist and antagonist, doesn't matter, and it's a very interesting way to win. So yeah, like that's one big aspect of the game. The other one is that it's simultaneous play. So for example, like most games, most CCGs are turn-based, so you play and then you wait for the other player to do their turn and then you react accordingly. In this game, when I say simultaneous, it's not real time, but I mean simultaneous is in both players input their action at the same time, and both players then see the actions unfold at the same time, and then they can react accordingly. And one of the reasons we went with this direction was because it is kind of more emulating a real life strategy, because in real world sort of battle scenario, you're not waiting for the enemy per se to make their move and only then react. Most of the time you have intel and you're kind of guessing their move, you're anticipating what they're gonna do, and you build your strategy around it, and then you course correct once the actions unfold. So yeah, so you can go down Steam, get ScreenPlay, and let me get straight to a couple of things, which is before I start playing the game. So you can go to collection, you have your decks. We have some existing pre-made decks that you have, like, you know, the Good, Bad, and Scaly, or Funny Business. I made a couple of my own versions here just for fun. You can do that too. At the moment, in this playtest version, you have access to all the cards. So yeah, you could just build. We just want feedback from players and just experiment and see what strategies work, and we're kind of looking forward to that kind of interaction. Yeah, and I would say that let me get quickly to the different kind of cards here. So let's see this. So we have 4 types of cards in the game. We have your leads, which is your, you know, and like I said earlier, the main guys that you build your deck around, and your goal is obviously to you know, take 3 different genres, because they represent different genres. So for example, let's take Richard Spade here. He represents a mystery genre, and he gets a point every time you play a trope card. And trope cards are a bit like, well, I would call them like let's say, movie cliches, or trope is the right word, but they move the plot forward. But you can consider them similar to a spell card in other collectible card games. So you play a trope and you gain a point, and you have to get 8 points to max them out. So yeah, you have your trope cards. So there are different leads here. You have interesting combinations. So you have the Godfish. Godfish, he gets a point anytime you play a friendly character card that enters the set. He gets a point. And what's interesting is he's quite weak from his HP. So as you can see, the card has 3 stats there. You have your attack, which is in the blue. You have your HP, which is in red, and then you have your card cost, which is in frames. And this is where the simultaneous play comes in, where you play the card, and it takes up the frames like in a film reel. And wow, somebody's writing something in the chat, but it looks like some promotion, which is awesome. So then you have so Godfish is like, he gives them provoke. Provoke is basically similar to taunt in a way, but in the sense that you at least have to target a character with provoke once before you can target other characters in combat. And then you have another great one is Illuminati Lizard. Whenever a character or crew leaves the set, then he gains points. I mean, he doesn't care, even if it's your guy or opponent guy. The more people leave the set, to basically die in a way, then he gains a point. And there are a couple of more, and we'll get into them. There's also, like, this one is great, like Jawsy. He's performance heavy, so you will see this in the game. So characters can do 3 actions. They can attack, they can dodge, and they can perform. And performance is a bit like in a movie. They're basically saying a dialogue and doing a part of the scene, and that gets them points. Now Jawsy is a performance lead, so when he performs, he gains an extra 2 points. So he already gets a point for his performance by default, and then he gets extra 2 points, so he gets 3 points. So he's a fantastic lead to play with. So then you have your leads, then you have your characters. Let me get that. You can build different characters, so you can choose your genre, and based on your genre of the lead, based on the leads, you have your genres, and based on them you can set up the cards that you want. You can have 40 cards per deck. So here, for example, I have Pirate, Godfish, and Reksha. So it's an adventure genre, an action, and a drama. And so you can toggle the genre buttons and choose the cards that you want to put in there. So you have different kinds of cards with different mechanics that you could use, and and a lot of them, they complement the leads. So you have to always think about, like, what would you like to do. For example, here's a good example, like Godfish gets a point when somebody enters the set. And Pro Prophet Centurion is a fantastic combination with Godfish, because when you play him, he summons additional 2 legionaries, so that gives you basically 3 points with this card. He costs 4 frames, but it gives you 3 points, so it's quite beneficial. And also, you will notice, like, the card cost has like a let's say the frame reel has the cost, but they have a certain slot where it's yellow, and that indicates at what frame in the film reel they will play. So for example, Pro Prophet Centurion cost 4 frames, but he will enter the set at the 2nd frame. And this is, you will see why it's important to later understand. Tropes, like I said, they're like plots or cards that make the plot go forward, but they're one-time effects that you can play. And for example, some great ones like Backstab. You can select a non-lead enemy character and make him attack his own lead, and then that character will freeze by 2. So every time they take an action, cards will freeze and then they will be unfrozen again when you can use them. So yeah, so backstab is like a great one. You can also have, for example, cloning around. You can copy a non-lead character and put him on the set. Deal gone wrong. You can deal 2 damage to a selected character, and if it dies, you gain 1 narrative point. So quite a useful card there. Yeah, so enough that. So in the game, we have at the moment we have like 6 movies. So all the cards are built around these 6 movies. So it's kind of like in this movie world, there are these, how do you say, sub universes of movies that you can pull characters and tropes and crew ideas like from there, and then you can play them to build your new version of a movie. And each movie has like its story and its theme and type of characters. So you know, like for example, They Conspire is a movie where, you know, it's like an exaggerated world where all conspiracies are true, and I mean it's a comical version of that. So, and you get, you know, multiple types of characters. You get like Sacrificial Goat, where it's okay, like companies are sacrificing goats to get success in their businesses. Or for example, and then of course if he dies, you get Baby Cthulhu. You have Tractor Beam Surfer, and this is a cow that has turned, how do you say, being abducted by UFOs into an extreme sports. So, and you even got a Flat Earth Turtle. So this one is a set wiper or board wiper. So if you play him, the minute usually enters frozen, but the minute he's unfrozen, he will wipe out all non-lead characters. So it's a fantastic combination with Illuminati Lizard. So let's just straight get into it. I'm gonna play a practice mode with the AI, but actually before that, just quickly show you, we got a tutorial. I'm not going into tutorial with this video because this version at the moment tutorial, you know, it works, but it's not our, let's say, best version. We know what we need to do. We're working on it already. A new version will be coming out soon. But I mean, we did a video with Regis Kilbin on YouTube, so you can always check his video out to get to know the game. It probably presents it way better than I'm doing. But yeah, you got that, and you can also there are some other videos out there, people who are explaining the game. But yeah, you can play tutorial. It will, I think with the video at the moment, watching a YouTube video and playing tutorial probably will give you a better understanding. Especially depends on how much experience you have at card games. If you're coming completely new, then yeah, it's a little bit complex than let's say a much more casual card game. But yeah, like otherwise it's not complicated. It's once you get the basics, it's very easy to play. And what's great about it is, like, because of the simultaneous play, the gameplay is, even if for example the opponent has like great cards, if you can kind of get in their head and anticipate their movements and their choices, you will have an upper hand. And that's what makes this game actually each match is quite different, because you are kind of always guessing and figuring out where the other opponent is trying to do. So we have practice mode, we have casual, you can invite a friend, we have competitive already, so you can join up with the server. We can join our Discord server, and you know, there are certain peak hours where we have PvP hours where more players are playing, so you can play a match with players, or you can in the beginning just play with the bot. I'm gonna just play with the bot here today. Maybe I'm gonna use existing deck, so maybe I'm gonna use Good, Bad, and Scaly, and give funny business to the AI boss. So let's begin.
Let's make everyone jump out of their skin!
So in this case, my director is Ben Bones, and the opponent's got Sly. He's a mystery director. This is more obviously a horror director, and yeah, so you can see like there are a couple of things which are straightforward. You can see you have your deck of cards. The opponent has his deck of cards. What's interesting, it starts already with 5 cards in your hand, and that gives you quite an option already. But you will play them quite fast because you will fill the film reel and start taking actions to get your leads, getting points. And that's the opponent hand over there. And one more, you have like your 3 leads. Leads can be played anytime, of course. When you play one lead, only one lead can be active on the set. And for example, if I play Godfish here, as soon as I fill the reel and hit done, Godfish will enter and the other 2 leads will get frozen. So I have to wait until I could play them. But if I play another lead, then Godfish will go back to backstage and the other new lead will come in. And then so you can see the opponent's leads and you can see what their strategies. For example, here Donald McDoom, he gets a points whenever he's in the spotlight and you play a card or a friendly character lands an attack. So he needs to be in whenever you have spotlight. So you might think, what is spotlight? Spotlight is this orange glow that I have at the moment, but later on every scene they alternate from player to player. So you'll see, let me do that. Let's play Godfish. I'm gonna play at this moment I'm gonna play Outlaw Chariot Rider. And now you can see I can't play other cards because it's 2 frames and I have either 1 cost cards that need a target, like Deal Gone Wrong needs a target for me to, there's no enemy target right now. Same for Penguin. And I can't play these 2 because they're 3 frame cost, which is fine. In ScreenPlay it's totally, players get a bit like, let's say it's not it's unusual for them to be like, oh, I'm losing my resources. You will see that skipping frame is not a big deal in this game. There's always this advantage or strategy behind it. So Godfish enters.
I'm back from hell.
So I got 1 point for Outlaw Chariot Rider. And
is it Shark Week already?
And the opponent lead has played Jawsy. So you can see like you have your input phase, you play the cards, it fills the film reel, then you hit done. The other players also when they're done, and then the the actions unfold. And in this case, for example, he has spotlight now. So if I try to attack, let's say his Jawsy, and his Jawsy is attacking my Godfish, then actually his Jawsy would go first, and in fact would do a counter hit and do 1 extra damage, and I would stand no chance. So I can anticipate this. So if there's a possibility that he's gonna attack, I would set up a dodge. So you can either attack, draw an arrow from your Godfish and choose a target, or you can set it up on yourself and you set up a dodge. And you can see that I filled up the 2 frames and Godfish has a dodge now. What I'm gonna do, I know he might perform with his Jawsy, so I'm gonna take a Penguin and attack him so that I interrupt his performance. So there are like I said, there are 3 actions that you can take. You can attack, you can dodge, or you can perform. For performance, you have to drag an arrow from the director onto any of your characters, and then they will perform. And performance is like they will basically say one of their dialogues from the movie, and then you get 1 star point. So kind of like a farming approach here. I can't do that, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually perform with my Godfish. Let's see.
Did I hear a fracture? I hope so.
So that's a Tractor Beam Surfer.
I got 99 problems, but a fish ain't one. You just made it personal.
So that was a great call. Like I anticipated that his Jawsy would perform probably, second, third frame. So I attacked with the Penguin here. He does a swift attack. He costs only 1 frame. And because I attacked while he was performing, I interrupted his performance and stole the point. So this is like the sort of a punishment. If he's performing an attack, I took all the 3 points that he was supposed to get, which is fantastic. Now my Godfish is at 6-8. So I just need to play 2 cards and Godfish is maxed out. In this case, I'm gonna perform again with Godfish, and then I'm gonna play a heavyweight gladiator.
I got 99 problems, but a fish ain't one.
So you can see he performed 2. He thought I'm gonna attack him, so he gave up a played a wake and roll trope.
No more bones to spare.
Perfect, my Godfish has maxed out. So now, technically, I don't need Godfish on set anymore. I mean, of course, it's a strategy. Sometimes you could keep him. You can still attack with him. You can still dodge with him. You can still perform with him. But however, his narrative mechanic, which gives him the point, like when a friendly character enters, is not going to work anymore. Because he has reached his climax, let's say, in the movie. So sometimes it's useful to keep them because the player might think that I'm going to bring a new lead and you can throw them off in that sense. In this case, I'm going to play the pirate. And I'm going to play Sharkuza.
Get rich or die trying.
Sharkuza is kind of an advanced card, at least not for new players, but in this case I played it. He stole 3 points from the opponent lead, and it's just that I can't technically take it. I mean, this will come later. I can convert these points to my favor with the Sidewalker boss. But generally, if he kills the Sharkuza, he gets these points back. However, it's a blocker to prevent the lead from maxing out the opponent lead, so I can have an advantage over here. Now, Pirate is a lead that gets points for doing combo in one scene, which is kill 2 enemy characters. If you kill 2 enemy characters in one scene, then Pirate will get 3 points and also draw a card. One thing, if you notice, I don't know if you did notice, is the frame reel increased the frame count to 6. So it's Act 2 now. You can see my Godfish is already maxed out. So I have one more lead away from winning this match. And that's now I have 6 frames, so it's got intense. It's got more intense. Of course, in Act 3, it will still stay in 6 frames. Usually you presume that's got to be one more frame. It doesn't. But 6 frames is quite intense already, so I can play a lot of cards and do a lot of things. So what I'm going to do in this case now is I'm going to use my Black Friday Frenzy. This is a great card. When it enters, friendly characters swift attack random enemies. So it would basically, all my 4 guys will attack, and if I kill 2 guys, Pirate will get the points that I need. So let's try this. And just to be safe, I'm gonna do a deal gone wrong on this guy because he has a block. A block prevents the first instance of a damage or destroy effect. So these both have blocks, so when they attack, the shield will go away, but they won't get damage. So that's why I played deal gone wrong. Now notice I have Spotlight, which is also great. My guys will, if there's a conflict, my guys will go first. And this is usually seen when there's an arrow being drawn, and there will be a red arrow drawn from my side showing that I'm going first. So let's click done. I think I didn't kill 2 guys because and my deal gone wrong got wasted.
Prepare for frostbite.
At least the shields are gone. So this time, now it's gonna be tricky because now he has a Spotlight. So if, for example, if I attack the Triceratops or Raging Trihorn, he's got a provoke. So at the moment, if you notice, I can always undo with Control Z or undo from here. I can't target other guys because there's a provoke character on the set. Now, if I target him, after that, I can target the other guys. Like, I can, you know, target the other characters. But I do have to target him at least once. That's what provoke is, which is fine. So let's presume that he's not gonna attack my shark, and I will kill him. And then I would kill the left flank, and that should get me my points. Perfect. That.
I think I found me a land
Oh, but don't. I hope the cow
Damn
doesn't
it!
kill
I'm
my
a filmmaker,
pirate.
not a doctor. But your contract isn't up yet.
Don't kill my pirate. Perfect. I don't care. You can take your 4 points. Perfect. I get 3 points now for the pirate. See, I finished my combo. I got my 3 points. One thing which is interesting with pirate is that when pirate's on the set, he gives the ability to other friendly characters that when they attack while he's on set, that character steals a point. So they all kind of become pirate. And so in this case, he attacked, he got a point. If you remember, Shakuza had 3 points, he attacked, he got 4 points. But they got it back. So pirate's also great, like, for progressing and blocking the enemy. So we're 4 points away from winning this match. The AI is obviously not the most formidable opponent. But let's kill his shark. And then... No, actually, you know what? I don't have... I'm just gonna perform. So I'm gonna kill his shark. I'm gonna perform. And I'm gonna play a pen gangster.
Into the jaws of death. Ugh.
Right in me leg.
So... You can also notice there's this additional pile of cards. This is the extra, so when characters die they go there, or it's like a discard pile when you certain cards will make cards move to extras. You can always, there are certain cards that will allow you to bring those cards back from the extras, so they're quite useful in that sense. Now I think we're good. Now Pen Gangster has got Pack Hunt, which is when this lands an attack, all other unfrozen characters of the same tribe, which is the gangster, will also attack the same target. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna target, hoping that he's not targeting my Pen Gangster, and then I'm gonna do a flank attack. Flank attack obviously is only flank position, so for some reason she moves, then he will just attack whoever's on that particular flank. I'm gonna attack the left flank, and then to be safe, I'm gonna do a dual gun run. That should get me my 3 points, and I will win the game.
Damn it! I'm a filmmaker,
Oh.
not a doctor.
He's playing a Gremby, who's gonna transform. See, so that was a good decision that the flank attack stopped. But I used Deal Gun Run, I killed 2 characters, and I have maxed up the pirate.
I'm not done plundering.
Oh, I'm done plundering. So yeah,
That's
how I
how the
won the match.
carcass crumbles.
That's a game of screenplay. I mean, we'll do more videos on the on our channel, on our Twitch channel. But this is, you know, like I said, it probably was not the best video you could imagine. Like if some streamers doing it because they've experienced, and for me, it's a bit weird talking into the void. I need to see people to know that there's people there that I'm talking to. Otherwise, I feel like I'm losing my mind. But hopefully, when you watch it, it makes sense. Yeah, just so screenplays on playtest on Steam. So check it out. It's, I mean, the comments, whoever's joining Discord and they're playing it, the comments have been very positive, very excited with how much fun they're having. We're just a small team building this game. It's been some time. that we're working on it, and yeah, we would love anybody to play this game and just like, you know, if you like it, share it, talk about it, you know, come join our Discord, our small community that's growing, and we're very excited to getting closer to launching this game and people playing it. So yeah, thank you for watching the stream, and hope to see you at the next stream. Cheers.